Hey guys, Matt here. Halloween's getting close, so I figured people will be making darker maps than normal, and you might want a flashlight in your map. So here's how to have a toggleable flashlight. It's actually the same one I use in Extraction into your map. So full credit does go to XOXR4D. I think I said that right. Name will be in the description though. Now, just before we do get into this, a little note from the creator. It was in the original download for this. So if you're swapping your weapon, now it happens if you're throwing a grenade, for example, not just a normal weapon swap. It's only if you're throwing something. The light can get stuck in the position where you was, when you originally sort of swapped to that weapon. Now I do plan on putting in a fix for this myself. It was kind of just left up to the people who download it to put in a fix for this, but it could be quite some time before I do make a fix. So yeah, it's nothing major, but it's just something to sort of take note of that it does happen. A fairly minor bug, but it is there. What I'll do though is I'll leave a comment or something, a note in the description maybe, when/if I do get around to fixing it myself, and sort of update the download as well. Okay, so step one. What we need to do is, of course, download the actual file. Now, you'll find a link in the description to this. It is quite literally just a zip file, well, a RAR file in this case, and it's got all your content in there. So, what we need to do is, of course, open up this. I'm just going to right click and extract. There we go. Now, I've left the little credit.txt file. That's just got the original creator's name in there, just so it doesn't sort of get lost. Whoever may download this next. And I've also got everything hopefully pretty damn simple to install here as well. So what we need to do first of all is drag and drop a few things. So over in your Black Ops 3 root directory, I'm going to grab the share and the sound assets, and I'm just going to copy these over into here. I am going to have a conflict because I've already got this in my map. I'm just going to replace them files as such. Nice and easy there. So next what we need to do is open up 4 files. Now I'm going to go into my user maps. We'll go into, for me it's just a test map, and I'm going to go into scripts to begin with, ZM, and it's going to be my .gsc and my .csc. So I'm going to open up ZM test. I've actually got them all open here, lovely. I'll show you where they all are though to begin with. I forgot I had them open to begin with. So test.gsc, or your map name, got the CSC in here as well. I'm going to go back a few folders to zone source. So within your map folder, you've got zone source, and you want this .zone file here. And then we also want the one that we use for sounds. So this is go back to your map folder, go to sound, zone config, and it's this .szc file here. So that's what we need to do is, of course, open up those. There we go. Check it out for cool. And what we need to do now is open up these 4 files of the one that we downloaded. So I'm just going to open up all these. That is going to really mess up. So let me just move these files over to a different tab. Cool. There we go. Just like that. Okay, so first of all, we're going to be working the .gsc. So I'm going to open up my maps.gsc, and from the download, the .gsc. Okay, so first what we need to do is quite simply, I've put it in order pretty much. So we're going to grab these first lines within the function main, and we're going to put it just over here, and all this needs to be is above the user map main. Okay, so we just work down the line and put it just above the ZM user map main. Easy as that. That's what we need to do is the callback function. So we'll grab this. We'll be putting this after the user map main, as so. Next what we need to do is actually add in all the main functions. So I'm just going to copy from the comments at the very top all the way down all this function. I'm going to paste this just after the last line, so at the very bottom. So it should look like this. Next what we need to do is go over to our .csc. So I'm going to open up the, well actually I should probably save this. There you go. Go to the map .csc and the downloaded one over in the other tab. Now we're going to grab these pre-cache these 3 lines. You will put these just underneath. I tend to put it underneath the user map line. Looks perfectly fine there. Next what I need to do is grab these, which I'm just going to scroll over slightly. These 2 lines and a comment. Now these to go above the user map main. Just here. Arrange the lines, there we go. So just put those above the user map main. Next what we need to do is add in the effects. Copy that. And I believe this goes after it. So let's look at my notes. Put these after the user map main. So we got some above and some below. So the client filters go above and the level.effects go below. Next what we need to do is actually add in these functions now as well. Just like we did with the .gsc, we go copy all of them, go back, and I'm just going to paste them all underneath here. Nice and easy. Cool. So now, if we just go back to the .gsc, because now we've got all the functions and everything is almost set up there. One thing to note is the functions that we pasted in to this .gsc file. If you come down to flashlight_init, you'll see 3 lines here. Now I have commented this just so it's a bit easier for people who who aren't used to coding, maybe. So if you want the player to be starting with the flashlight on or off, you can customize this here. So if I wanted it to be on, which it is by default, you will be setting this value here to true, as you can see here by the comments, and setting both these numbers to 1. If you wanted it to be off, just put this as false and put these 2 values as 0. I've got comments here to explain that. Could be easy enough though to customize that. So next what we need to do is add in the actual the zone files for this. So I'm going to go over to the map name zone, and we'll go over to the zone I provided. Now I've actually got this within partly download, so you don't need to add loads of, I say loads, there's like 3 lines. I've packaged it all of them into one. So I'm just going to copy and paste that into there. Nice and easy. Make sure we save. And now I'm going to go over to the map name SZC. There's so many different letters in these. I'm going to copy this. And this is just going to set up the sounds. Quite as easy as that. I'm going to paste that into there. Just at the very end. Make sure you have these, like the commas and stuff in the right places. So all I did there was I went to the last one, pressed enter to go into a new line and then paste it into there. So it's after that comma and before the square bracket there. Just make sure the syntax is correct there for you. So now we've done that, that's pretty much it. All we need to do now is actually go and do a full compile. So I'm going to open up the launcher. I'm of course doing this in a test map. I'm going to select everything. I'm putting my lighting on low, it's only a test. I'm going to do a build, and then I'll see you guys over in Black Ops 3 actually in game, and we can see this working. Okay guys, so over in game, you can see, we'll go over into the dark corner. There you go. You can see we have a flashlight on. If I double tap my use button, it goes on and off as intended. I'll just stay quiet so you can hear the clicking sound now as well. There you have it. So that should be working perfectly fine for you. Of course, any issues, let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to help you guys there. Other than that, guys, this has been how to add a flashlight. Catch you guys later. Bye for now.